Hello, everybody in the Strat world, and welcome to a game of Strat baseball. It's a 2003 season replay between Los Angeles Dodgers, which happens to be a visiting team today, versus San Diego Padres. So it's a regular season game which was played in real world on April 5th, 2003. So let's just teleport back. I would say, let's see here, almost, 19 years back the game was played in San Diego. And at that time, San Diego Padres won the game 0-3. So this is my replay. I started 2003 season replay, and I'm only 74 games in. This is a game 74, I believe, and we're gonna be attempting to record this one and show it to all of you Strat fans. For my regular viewers on my channel, which is called Photography Visiones, if you're not interested to sit down here and watch this game replay for an hour or so, just skip this video and go and rewatch my previous videos. This is not for you. But for those of you who tuned in to specifically watch this game being replayed, you're welcome, and don't be harsh on me. I'm very new to Strat baseball, and yeah, we're gonna try to do this. I play like a mixed. I'm trying to play like a advanced Strat, and but my game is kind of mixed. Everything in between. It's advanced Strat, super advanced Strat, and then the basic. So yep, and I should. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make mistakes here and there. So all of you hardcore Strat fans, don't be harsh on me, and just sit back and enjoy the game. Because what's good about it is, I mean, everybody can play at whatever level they want and make even house rules and stuff like that. So let me sip a coffee and get this game on its way. So, a little bit about the rosters today. So, Los Angeles Dodgers, they will start batting number one, a lefty, Dave Roberts. He's a center fielder. Then Paul LaDuca is a catcher. He's going to be batting second. Lefty Sean Green is a right fielder, batting third. Batting fourth is a left fielder, first baseman Fred McGriff. Batting fifth is going to be a righty, Brian Jordan, and he's playing left field. The next one is Adrian Beltre, third base, Beltre, I believe. Sorry about my pronunciation. English is not my first language. It's my third, so you're going to have to deal with me. So Adrian Beltre, third baseman, and then lefty Alex Cora will play a second base, and a shortstop Cesar Izturis, and then we have a pitcher, and pitcher today is a Japanese pitcher, I believe, Hideo Nomo, and so he's a very good pitcher and also a hitter. So he's number 6 and it has a normal power, so he's gonna bat the 9th. So that's the lineup on offense right now. So in the defense, let's see, the pitcher, San Diego's pitcher, Brian Lawrence, and he's also a very good pitcher. So it's a number 7 and a normal power. So he's a right-hand pitcher. And so let's see what's playing in the defense, on the defense. So it's gonna be a shortstop, Ramon Vasquez. He's a lefty. Second base will be played by Keith Lockhart. Center field, Mark Kotsay. First base, Ryan Klesko. Rondell White is gonna play left field. Third base is gonna be covered by Sean Burrows. Right fielder, Xavier Nady. And catching today will be Gary Bennett. So those are the guys on the field right now. But yeah, let me have a sip of coffee again, and then we're gonna start rolling. So it's a first inning. Pitching is Brian Lawrence, and I like to visualize. I made this field myself and all that, and so yep, this is the righty pitcher, Brian Lawrence. So you can see it. And let's see, the Dave Roberts is coming up, center fielder. He's a lefty, therefore he's on the left side. And let's get the game underway. So it's 12:53 p.m. May 27th, 2022 when I'm replaying this game. And I like to mark my home runs in yellow. So here we go. Here comes the pitch for Brian Lawrence. And it is 3-6. And so Dave Roberts, 3-6. And it's a single to right field right away. We're getting on the base, and he's a double-A on the stealing part, but and therefore we automatically will hold him. He's a lefty, so it's going to be held by the first baseman and shortstop. So he has pretty good chance of advancing, but at this point he's not. Game just started. He wants to stay on the first base. So and now righty Paul LaDuca is coming up. And let's roll the dice. And it is 3-10. 3-10. And it's a single to center field. So single to center field. And let's see if this guy can advance even more. So we got to check the rule book here real quick. And Dave Roberts, the running is 1-17. We're just checking super advanced rules. And so A is running speed plus outfielder's arm. So it's to the center field. -3. So 17 minus 3 is 14. 14. 14. 13. 13. If we roll 1-13, Dave Roberts will actually go to the third base, and so he's going to try that. And it is 6, so he's going over to third base. And so here we are, 1-3. And he's going to be held here by a third baseman. And also we're bringing the infield in. I don't know if it's right to do it or not, but that's just how we're going to roll. 1-3, Paul LaDuca, and next one is up, Sean Green, and he's a lefty. Sean Green, infield in. Here's Brian Lawrence, and it's 3-11. 3-11. So 1-6 is a single and 1. 7-20 will be line out second base. So let's see here. How's it gonna go? It's an 8, so it's an out. It's a line out to second base. So it's a first out. Next one comes up, Fred McGriff. Fred McGriff, 1 out, infield still in. Here comes the pitch, and it's 5-3, and this is the first time we're reading off of the pitcher's card. So 5-3 against the lefty, 5-3 ground ball, first base X. So the first base is covered by Ryan Kolesko, and let's roll all these guys. And it's a 9, so it's a 3-9. 3-9 is a G3. G3, 9, 11. Let's check the error. E9, 11. There is no error. What did I say? 9, 3, 9. G3. G3. First and third. Infield is in, so it's down. Runner on third gets caught in a rundown and is tagged out. Batter is safe on a fielder's choice, and the runner on first goes to second. So the play outcome is this dude, which is Dave Roberts, get caught on a third, so he's an out, number 2. Then Loduca is going to the second, and Fred McGriff on a fielder's choice to first. So fielder's choice to first, and then yep, and then Roberts is out. So first 1, 1, 2, and he's also 2 out. So now the infield can all go back to normal, but we got 2 guys on the base. And the next one is righty Brian Jordan. Brian Jordan comes up, and here comes the pitch. And it's 6-6. 6-6 against the righty. Ground ball, third base B. So that is pretty sure it's an out. So it's going to be 5-3. 5-3 and a third out. And we're getting out of the inning. So Dodgers come up with an egg. So 0 runs, 1, 2, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 guys left on the base. So we're in the halfway point here, and Lawrence goes back, and Dodgers are coming up to pitch. So Hideo Nomo is on the mound. He's a righty as well, and he's gonna go against Ramon Vasquez. We will sip of the coffee, and let's roll the dice. And Ramon Vasquez, shortstop, and Hideo Nomo. Nomo pitches, and it's 4-5 against the lefty. 4-5, and it's a strikeout. So he strikes out Ramon Vasquez. And now it's a lefty, Keith Lockhart. He's a second baseman. He comes up, and here comes the pitch from Hideo. And it's 3-4, and Keith Lockhart is hitting, swinging the bat, gets a contact, supposedly. So 3-4, 3-4, and since we're playing super advanced, let's see if it's gonna be a single or not. 3-4, and we gotta make more than 7. So nope. So he's a lefty, and so he lines out to the second baseman for the second out. And now Mark Kotsay, how do you say that? I don't know. Center fielder Mark Kotsay is coming up, 2 outs. Hideo Nomo pitches, and it's 6-6. 6-6 on the lefty. 6-6. So 1 and 5 is going to be a double. Other than that, it's going to be fly out to center field. And it's a 4, so he hits the double. So the Marcotte is hitting the double, and he's on a second base. And here comes Ryan Klesko, all the lefties. All the lefties. See what's going to happen here. Ryan Klesko, first baseman. And it's 2-5. 2-5. Oh, 2-5. 1. Excuse me, 1-14 is a single and 1. So it's a 4, it's a single and 1. He gets on the base. Ryan Klesko is getting on the base, and then Kotze moves on to the third base. And now we're threatening, and Rondell White is coming up. Rondell White's coming up. There are 2 outs. Infield stays where it's at, and here comes the pitch. And it's 6-9. 6-9, and it's a strikeout. It's a third out, and Hideo Nomo gets out of this inning just by striking out Rondell White. So, first inning is over. So it's 0-0. So 0 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 on the base. So it's 0-0 after the first inning. So, and we can scroll this over to 2. And a sip of coffee. Hideo Nomo is going back to his bullpen. Not a bullpen, but in dugout. And Brian Lawrence is back, and now he's going to pitch to Adrian Beltre. Okay, so here comes the pitch. Here comes the pitch, second inning. Lawrence against Beltre. Pitch, 2-8. 2-8 is a pop out to shortstop for the first out. And now it's a lefty, Alex Cora. Alex Cora, oops, grabbed the wrong dude. Alex Cora against Brian Lawrence. Here comes the pitch. It's a 3-10. 3-10, and he gets hit by a pitch. Yep, he gets hit by a pitch. So don't know what the hell is going on between these dudes. But Alex Cora is getting on the first base. So we got to kind of keep an eye on these guys. So now next one, Cesar is Torres, and he's a switch hitter. So he will stay as a lefty. And Beltre is not a good runner, so nobody's holding him. And so Brian Lawrence, let's see, I didn't get the big die. So it's 2-7. 2-7, and let's see, 2-7 against the righty. 2-7, and it's a strikeout. That's a second strikeout. And now Hideo Nomo is coming back. Since he's a good hitter, he's going to go ahead and hit. He's a normal righty as far as the power goes. Normal righty. And here comes the pitch. And it's 1-5. 1-5 ground ball, third base A. And that's a third out. So 5-3, third out. And the inning, the half of the inning is over. There's no score from the Dodgers. 0 runs, 0 hits, 0 errors, and a guy left on the base. So again, some kind of beepings going on, and I'll be right back once I check it out, what the beeping is all about. Okay, I guess it was just a battery warning, but we still got some time. And so now, let's see, it's a Padres turn. Padres turn, and here comes Hideo Nomo. And he's facing lefty Sean Burrows. Sean's coming up. He's a lefty against the righty. And here comes the pitch. It's 3-7, and it's a single to center field. So Sean gets on board, and so I usually automatically hold anybody who's a stealing A, B, C on the first base. He's a lefty, so we're gonna hold him, and he's not gonna even try to advance, but that's just the way we do. And Xavier Nadi coming on right now, and here comes the pitch to him by Hideo Nomo, and it's 3-10 against the righty. 1-9 will be a double. 1-9 will be a double, and it's a 5. So it is a double, and so now the runners are on the third and second. Since there's nobody out, they're bringing in, LA is bringing in infield, and Gary Bennett is up. And so here comes the pitch. It's 5-9 against the righty, and it's a strikeout, first out. So 1 out, and here comes the pitcher, Brian Lawrence, and he's an A bunter. So let's see. He can also hit. So let's see. He's gonna hit. He's a normal righty. There's 1 out. Here comes the pitch. It is 1-5, and it's a strikeout. So 2 outs. Infield goes back, and it's Ramon Vasquez. I probably should have bunted, tried to bunt, but oh well. It is what it is. Ramon Vasquez, Padres, threatening. Here comes the pitch, 1-8, and it's a strikeout. What an inning. Started out kind of crappy, but then it's like boom, boom, boom. And the second inning is over. So 0 runs scored, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on the base. Hideo Nomo. Let's get the guys back here, and Brian Lawrence is coming up. And here goes the third inning. We're going to start out at the top of the lineup, Dave Roberts. And he made a hit. He had a single in the first. So now it's a third inning. Dave Roberts. Here comes the pitch, 6-10. 6-10 against the lefty. Ground ball, second base B. So that's an out. 4-3 and 1 out. Paul LaDuca. Paul LaDuca is coming up. He's a righty. Righty against righty. 4-5. 4-5. It's a fly right field B. So it's an out. F9. So it's a 2 outs. Sean Green. Sean Green. Let's see what he can do. Here comes the pitch. 4-10. 4-10 against the lefty. 4-10. Fly center field B. That's an out. F8. 1, 2, 3. Innings over. So that was a quick one from Brian Lawrence. 0 hits, 0 errors, nobody left on the base. And here comes the Hideo Nomo. Hideo Nomo against the Keith Lockhart. And let's see what good old Keith did. He lined out to the second baseman in the first. Let's see if he can do better. Here comes the pitch. 3-4. 3-4. That might be the same scenario. Oops. Dropped my die on the floor, but here it comes. It's 10. And it's a same situation. Line out to second base for the first out. Yep. So Mark Kotsay, I believe that's what the name is. And here comes the pitch. 4-7. 4-7 against the lefty. 4-7, and he walks him. And he's a C in the stealing, so we're gonna hold him automatically. Ryan Klesko, lefty. 1 out, 3rd inning. And I can see, so here's the situation. It's 1, we rolled 1, so it could be a wild pitch. If we roll 1-11, it's a wild pitch by Hideo Nomo. And indeed it is. So it's a wild pitch. And Kotsay is moving on to the second base. And here we will pitch again. And so by the rule book, it looks like you should not roll the big die again, but I'm still doing it because in reality, you can make the same mistake again, so there's no reason for me just to roll the 3 little guys. So we're rolling it again, and it's an 8, so 5-7. 5-7 against the lefty. Ground ball, second base X. And it's against the Alex Cora. Let's see what Alex can do defending wise. So it's a ground ball hit to him. 2-4. 2-4. It's a G3. And 6E20. G3. We got the guy on the second, right? Let's see what the outcome is. Second base ball hit to first. The same batter is out and runner advances. So the batter is out. It's 4-3 play. 4-3 play for the second out. But Kotsay will move on to the third base. So Padres have the guy on the third base with 2 outs. we roll. The next one is out, Rondell White. And let's see if he can get an RBI and drive the Kotsay in. So it's 1-8. It comes off of his bat, 1-8, and it's a pop out to shortstop. So that's the third out. The inning is over. And after 3 innings, we're scoreless, 0-0. So, yep, we're 0-0. Third inning is over. And, yeah, very close game. So we're moving on to the 4th inning. And once again, welcome back to the Strat Baseball game. And for those who just tuned in, it's San Diego Padres are welcoming Los Angeles Dodgers at their stadium. And so we're replaying 2003 regular season matchup. Game was played on 4/5/03. And we are about to start 4th inning. And it's still nothing, 0-0. And Brian Lawrence is up on a mound again, and it's gonna go against Fred McGriff by fielder's choice. He made to the first base in 1st inning, but nothing came out of it after that. So Fred McGriff. So here comes the pitch. And it's 6-8. 6-8 against the lefty. 6-8. Oh, he's going to get on the base for sure. 116 is a double. So it's a 10. So he gets on the base. And the 4th inning, it's a double. He is a no-runner. He's running. He's only 1-8. So he's going to stay there. Nobody's going to hold him. And the next one is Brian Jordan. Brian Jordan, left fielder. Brian Jordan. And he grounded out to third baseman in the first one. So here comes the pitch. And it is 1-4. 1-4, and it's a trouble. It's a single to the right field. So we're going to have to check it if this guy can actually score. It's a possibility, but he's a no-runner. So actually, I'm not going to even check it because he's a poor runner. So I'm just going to do a single to right field for Brian Jordan, and McGriff is going to move over to the third base. So the runners are on 3rd and 1st. Brian Jordan is also not a good runner, so he's going to stay on the 1st. However, the Padres are bringing infield in because there's no out. No outs and 4th inning. So a little bit of a trouble. 3rd and 1st. Oops. Let me redo this whole deal. It didn't end up where I wanted it to end up. So luckily this is 1 again. 1-7. 1-7, and this is trouble. The Dodgers are gonna score. It is 1-7 is single and 1. So you can see 1-7 single 1-19 line out is if it's 20. And it's 19, so almost, but it's a single and 1, and I think I actually rolled the dice. So it is single and 1. So McGriff will score. Jordan's moving over to the second base, and Adrian Beltre is on a first base, and he also gets 1 RBI. And here I usually, you know, I mark it in, whoever scores, I mark it in with the yellow. Okay, so 1 RBI for Adrian Beltre. And McGriff scores. So that is 1-0 Dodgers. And the game goes on. Alex Cora is coming up. Nobody's out. So a little bit of problems for Brian Lawrence in the 4th inning. And it is 4-6. 4-6 for lefty. 4-6 fly center field B. Fly center field B. Let me look up. It looks like a sac fly to me, but let me get back once I check the rule book. This one I need to look up. Okay, so actually this is a pretty easy one. Fly to center field B. It's gonna be, so let me double check. 4-6. 4-6 lefty. Fly center field B. Batter is out on a fly out. So that's going to be first out. And the runners will hold. So just a regular 1 out for Alex Cora. So next one, Cesar is Torres. And he's a switch hitter. So he's going to bat left. And there's nobody on the 3rd. Actually, the infield goes back to normal. And here comes the Cesar is Torres. It is 1-7. 1-7 against the right, and it's a strikeout. 1-7 strikeout. So that's out number 2. And now we're back to our pitcher. Brian, let's see, no, our pitcher is Hideo Nomo. He's a good pitcher, a normal strength, righty, and yeah, let's see what he can do. It was a ground out in 2nd for him. So it's 1-8, 1-8. Ground ball, second base A, and the inning is over. So it's going to be 4-3 for the 3rd out. And half an inning is over, and Dodgers are on board. McGriff, Adrian Beltre, throw him in. So we got 1 run, 1, 2, 3, 3 on 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. So 4th inning, and Dodgers are up 1-0. 1-0. I'm actually a Padres fan and Rockies fan. That's why I have a Coors Field. I live in Denver. But and I also, for whatever strange reason, and I know the reason why I like also Padres, which makes kind of no sense, you know. They're playing the same group, and why to root against, you know, Rockies, your home team. But because the owners of the Colorado Rockies are so stupid that they black out all the home games and away games, and I have the NFL, NBL package, and I can't even watch Rockies, you know, so I got to go to the stadium, but I can't go every damn day. So I started following Padres, and I like it a lot, so I'm the Padres fan. And definitely rooting for Padres in this game, because I can't stand Dodgers. But anyways, it is what it is, 1-0, Dodgers are up, and here is the Hideo Nomo on the mound again, and going against the lefty Sean Burrows. So the lefty against the righty, and here comes the pitch. And it's 4-5. 4-5 against the lefty, and it's a strikeout. 1 out. Xavier Nutty, Natty Nutty, and so Hideo Nomo pitch, and it's 2-3. 2-3, and it is a ground ball, third base A, so it's a ground out. So 5-3, out number 2. And Gary Bennett, the catcher. Here comes the pitch, 6-6. 6-6 against the righty, and it's a trouble. He's gonna get on a base for sure. It's just a matter if it's gonna be a double or a single. So this, I gotta re-roll. This one's hard to start. It's 13, so it's a single. And Gary Bennett gets on the first base. And here comes the pitcher. And let's see. Let's see. Pitcher is Brian Lawrence. Brian Lawrence, bunting is C. No, he's gonna yeah, he's gonna hit. I just got confused for a second. And here's Brian Lawrence. And it is 6-10. 6-10 against the righty. 6-10. It's a pop out to third base. And it's a third out. And it's a quick inning. And Padres cannot come up with a run once again. So it was the one hit, 0 errors, and 1 left on the base. And we are going over to 5th inning. 1-0. The Dodgers are winning. And Brian Lawrence is back on the mound and is going to go against the top of the lineup, Dave Roberts. Lefty Dave Roberts. And let's see what Dave Roberts have done so far in this game. And he got on a first base. It was a 1-base hit in the first, and the second one was a ground out to the second baseman. And here comes the pitch, 3-8. 3-8. So 3-8, 1-5 home run, 6-20 fly left field B. So 1-5. And he will knock this ball out of the yard. And it's 20. So it's a fly left field B. F7. And it's a first out. So it was hit hard. But the lefty on a defense, so I think it was Ryan White, was backpedaling and getting close to the warning zone, and caught the ball. So it's an out. So Paul LaDuca, he's a righty. He's our catcher for Padres. And no, not for Padres, for Dodgers. And so here comes the pitch, and it's 3-5. 3-5, and he hits the ball hard. And it's a double. It's a double. So he makes to the second base. There's 1 out. And there comes Sean Green. Sean Green, a right fielder, Sean Green. And let's see what he can do under these circumstances. So it is 3-8. 3-8, fly right field B. So I got to check I gotta check now the rule book, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have a situation. It's a fly ball right field, B in question mark. So the ball is hit to the right fielder. It's a definite out for Sean Green. And so this guy, which is Paul Loduca, he can either stay here or advance to the third base, since he's a kind of a crappy runner. 1 to 10. If I roll 1 to 10, he can advance over to here if I decide to go for it. And then the right fielder, Xavier Nady, his arm is 0, so it still stays 1 to 10. We got 1 out. And so the Dodgers, they gonna send actually the Paul Loduca to try his luck. And actually, no. He's not gonna do it. He's a crappy runner. He's gonna stay where he's at, and Sean Green's just gonna fly out. So fly out to 9 because it's a second out. We don't want to end the inning right here. And so now Fred McGriff is coming up, the guy who scored the last inning. And so here comes the pitch. It's 3-6. 3-6 against Brian Lawrence, and it's a walk. He draws the walk. So he gets on board with the walk. And now we have the runners on second and first. So now Brian Jordan's coming up. Oopsie, Brian Jordan is up. And let's see what, oops, drop the die again. Brian Jordan is up, and let's see. And it's 3-4. 3-4. And it's a single and 1. If I can roll a 1 to 7, this ballpark effect's coming into play. And it's 11, and it's not. It's a line out. Line out to shortstop for the out number 3. And now inning is over, and Padres can breathe. So it's another egg here. No runs scored. 1 hit, 0 errors, and 2 stranded on a base. And I can never remember if now it's a top of the inning or the bottom. I believe it's a bottom of the the 5th inning. So we're gonna call it that way. But I could be wrong. And Hideo Nomo is back. He can pitch for 7 innings if he wants to. So 5th inning. And what do we got up here? We got a lefty, Ramon Vasquez. And he's hitting number 1 on the lineup. And it's a 5th inning, and here comes the pitch. And it's 5-10. 5-10 against the lefty. 5-10, ground ball, shortstop X. And then we're going to have to check that. Let's see. 4. 4-10 on the shortstop. 2-4. Let's see. 2-4. It's a G3. G3. E17 and 10. G3, E17 and 10, G3. So that's a ground ball to shortstop for the first out. So it's 6-3 play, and Vasquez can go back and chew on some sunflower seeds. And Keith Lockhart is up next. Line out 2 times to second base. Let's see what this time brings. So it's 6 and 7 against the lefty. 6 and 7, and he draws the walk. and he makes it on the first base. He's a crappy runner. He stays there on hold. Mark Kotze, man, I can't say it. He's a lefty. Two-base hit on the first and walk on the second. The time he was up, so 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. He's walked again. So let's see. Is the Hideo Nomo getting tired here in the 5th inning? I'm not sure, but is one out, and he walked 2 guys back to back. Ryan Klesko is up. Pitch 4-9, 4-9, 4-9. Fly center field B, and it's a fly out. Fly center field B. Let's actually see. Yep, that's what it is. For the second out, runners stay. And then Rondell White. He's the righty. And come on, come on, Padres. Let's do something here. He got struck out. Rondell White got struck out on the first, and then popped out the shortstop in the 3rd inning. Let's see if there's anything different this time. 6-4. 6-4 is the roll. 6-4, and let's see if he can do a single and one. 6-4, single and one. So we got to be 1-7, and it's 7, and it is a single and one. So bases are loaded now for Padres. Bases are loaded for Sean Burroughs. And Sean, let's see what he did. A single in the 2nd and struck out in 4th inning. So all the eyes are on him now. Sean Burroughs, 5th inning, 2 outs, bases loaded. There comes the pitch, and he hits the ball hard. 3-7, and he drives in the run for sure. It's a single to center field. It's a 1 RBI. Runners are moving up, and Padres are on board. Padres are on board. So Lockhart scores, and then everybody is moving up. So Mark Kotze now is on 3rd, Rondell White on 2nd, and Sean Burroughs on 1st. And we got the game. It's 1-1. It's 1-1 with 2 outs in a 5th inning. So, yeah. Xavier Natty now. He's a righty. That's what it looks like, that Hideo Nomo is getting tired. Let's see how it plays out. And it could be a wild pitch. It came up as 1. Let's check it out, and it could be that this is going to be it for Nomo. If he can't get out, it's 20, so nope. No wild pitch. But it looks like he's tired. So 4-11. Let's see, 4-11. And he strikes out Xavier Natty and getting out of the inning. So, yep, he just got out of the complicated situation here. Okay, so here we are again. We're moving on to the 6th inning. The result is 1-1. Kevin Lockhart, I believe it was Kevin Lockhart. Kevin. Kevin, is that your name? Let's see. No, Keith Lockhart is the one who scored. So we have a game here. It's 1-1, Padres and Dodgers. And here comes Brian Lawrence against Adrian Beltre in the 6th inning. And here comes the pitch. I can see where this one is. It's a 6-5 against the righty, 6-5 ground ball, shortstop X. We're gonna have to check the shortstop was Kez. Ground ball 14. I think it's gonna be pretty safe to say that it's gonna be a ground ball. So 414. 414 is G2. 11 E21. E21 11. Yep, it's a no errors, so it's a regular ground ball. 6-3 and 1 out, and Beltre can go and chew on the sunflower seeds. And so here comes Alex Cora. Alex Cora, he's the 3rd time up. Got hit by a pitch in the 2nd, and then he flew out to center fielder in 4th inning. So he's back up again. Pitch. Why in the heck is doing this? And it's 6-7. 6-7 lefty, 6-7 ground ball, second base X. Now it's a ground ball to the second baseman, Keith Lockhart. And let's see how that plays out. I think it's gonna be pretty good. 19, so 419 is a G1, 14, E11, 14. And yep, there's no errors. And it is 4-3 for the 2nd out. And Alex Cora joins the dugout with all the other guys chewing on the sunflower seeds. And Cesar is Torres, a switch hitter. He's up here, and he got struck out both times in 2nd and 4th. So 110, ground ball, 3rd base B, and it's a ground ball. So 3 ground balls in the 6th inning, the strong inning by Brian Lawrence. Very strong inning. 1, 2, 3, and see you later. Goose eggs in 6th inning. And so now the manager of Dodgers decides to put Hideo Nomo out for another outing in the 6th. So we're on, I believe, at the top of the 6th. Yeah, that's the top of the 6th. Man, why I can't remember this. Well, probably because I was not born in America and I don't know all the rules exactly. All right, Gary Bennett. Here comes the pitch. 5-5 against the righty. 5-5, ground ball, shortstop X. And it's against is Torres. And let's see how he will play on the defense. 15. So 215. 215 is G1. 9 E17. E17 9. Yep, that's a ground ball. 6-3. 6-3 for the 1st out. And the next one comes up is Brian Lawrence, and he is gonna hit. So he's a very good hitter. And it's 4-7. 4-7 against the righty. 4-7, and it's a walk. And Brian Lawrence getting on the base. Pitcher gets on the base. He's not a good in stealing, but that brings up Ramon Vasquez, top of the lineup, and Padres can actually produce. If they can produce something, they can actually go up in the 6th inning, but we'll see. So here comes the pitch, and it's 4-7, 4-7 against the lefty, 4-7, and it's a walk. Back-to-back walks, and he is getting tired, let me tell you. Hideo Nomo's getting tired. Let's see if he can get another out. Keith Lockhart. So now we got guys on the first and second, and it's getting dicey. Keith Lockhart. So it is 1-8. 1-8, and the ground ball, second base, C. Now I gotta read the rules. Ground ball, second base, C. First and second. Batter out, runners advance, one base. Yeah. No, let's see. Batter out, runners advance. So let me see here. 1-8. So it's 4-3 for the second out, and I guess it's called like a fielder's choice. That the guys advance on the fielder's choice, I believe. I could be wrong. So Keith Lockhart is out, second out. The play was 4-3, and Lawrence is on the third base now, and Vasquez on the second, and Mark Kotze is up. 2 outs in the 6th inning, and here comes the pitch. 6-5 against the lefty. 6-5. Oh boy, let's see. So he's left. So this could be a problem, big problem for Dodgers. 6-5 is on normal power, which Mark Kotze is against the righties. 1-9 will be a home run, and 10-20 is gonna be a double play. Very interesting situation. They're gonna score for sure, but let's see. And it's 20, so it's a double. So 2 runs gonna score. 2 runs are gonna score, and Mark Kotze. So 2 RBIs on a double, and Vasquez gonna score, and Lawrence is gonna score, and Padres are going up 3-1. So the Dodgers manager is deciding to pull Hideo Nomo, and we'll be right back when that happens. Okay, and we're back now, and after a warm-up, Paul Shuey has taken the Nomo's place. Shuey is also right-hand pitcher, and so we are here right now, still on the 2nd inning with 2 outs, and guy on the second base, Kotze is on the second base for Padres, and so here comes the pitch. Paul Shuey against the Ryan Klesko, and it's 3-7 3-7, and he draws the walk. He draws the walk. Nothing has changed. Dodgers start to struggle, so now the runners are on a second and first, and Rondell White is up as the next hitter. Why am I dropping my dice? And let me look. I just did. I know that I forgot to roll the white dice, but that's why I rolled now to see if there were no other issues going on from the play before. So Rondell White is up, and here comes the pitch. 6-6. 6-6 against the righty. 6-6 is a strikeout. So finally, we can get out of the inning, and we can move on to the 7th inning. And Paul Shuey can pitch for two innings, so we're gonna have to monitor that. And let's move on to the 7th inning. But let me do a real calculation real quick here. Be right back. Okay, so now here we are in the 7th inning. And that is past, and Brian Lawrence is back up on the mound. So it's going past his allowed 6-inning pitches. And just like in real world when they played, Brian actually went for 8 innings. So let's see how it works out here. But he's gonna pitch. And so here comes, let me see here. Let me just write this one in. The new pitcher, Paul Shuey, since he's gonna stay in the game, he's gotta come up and pitch. So let me just write it real quick in here. And he is 1 week right. Paul. So he's playing crappy at bat, but well, they got no choice. That this situation, he won't bunt either, so he's just gonna have to swing the bat if he can. So he's a weak righty. And here comes Paul, and it's off of the pitcher's card. 5-9. 5-9. Oh boy, he actually gets a good hit. He's a weak hitter, but man, off the pitcher's card, 5-9 is a trouble. 1-12 is a home run, and 13-20 is a double. So let's hope that he actually can have a double. And it's a 5, and it would be a single and 2, so he makes up 1 base. 1 base only. Which is great for Dodgers. And that brings up Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts coming up. And the Padres got to be careful here. Lefty Dave Roberts. Here comes the pitch. 3-8. 3-8. Oh boy. It's a home run, 1-5. Oh my. Home run, 1-5. And it's 19, and it's a fly ball left field B. So it's a fly ball, and it's a first out. Paul LaDuca, righty. So we you gotta think now, as you're a Padre. what to do. Paul Lo Duca has been great this game, and so it's 2-5. 2-5, and he draws the walk. And now we have, with one out, we have guys on second and third, on the first and second, bringing up Sean Green, who's a lefty. And let's see what happens here. Reminding you, score 3-1 Padres. We are in the 7th inning, so it's 5-9, 5-9, 5-9, and this is trouble. Oh boy, 5-9. 1-13 is a home run, and 14-20 is a double. It's a 3, and oh boy, let me check something. So let's see if it's a home run, it's a hit. But now let's see if they can rob the home run. So I'm gonna roll the dice, and if it comes up 13-14, then we're gonna see how it goes. It's 2. No, it's a home run. So, Jesus, Sean Green, out of nowhere, 3-run home run. So, wow. It's a 3-run home run. The guys come around, and the Dodgers are up 4-3. That's a 3 RBIs for Sean Green. Sean Green scores. Paul Lo Duca scores. And also Shuey. Okay, so my son just came over, so we took a little pause, and now I'm back. And so we left when Sean Green hit the 3-run home run, and now Dodgers are up in the 7th inning, 3-4. And since Brian Lawrence has already passed the allowed 6 innings to pitch, the manager for Padres decided to pull him. So let's do that, and I'll be right back. Yeah, okay, so Lawrence is gone, and Jesse Orozco, lefty, is on the mound. He can pitch for 1 inning without no additional penalties. Let's see how that goes. Let's see what he can do. So the lefty comes up, and it's gonna go against the lefty Fred McGriff. And so let's see. So here comes the pitch. And it is 3-6 against the lefty, and it's a strikeout. So strikeout number 2. And Brian Jordan from the Dodgers are coming up. So 2 outs in the 7th inning, and Brian Jordan. Here comes the pitch. 5-11 against the right. It's a walk. So Orozco is walking Brian Jordan. And now comes Adrian Beltre. Adrian Beltre is coming up. Pitch. And it's 5-6. 5-6 against the righty. 5-6 is a single and 2. 5-6. Wow. So Jordan is going to third, and Adrian Beltre makes to the first base. And now the next batter is Alex Cora. He's a lefty. 2 outs in 7th inning, and Dodgers are threatening again. And it is 5-9 5-9, 5-9, and it's a strikeout, and the inning is over. So there we go. 3 runs scored in this inning, and Dodgers are up 4-3. And so here's the top of the 7th inning, and Paul Shuey is back on the mound against the lefty Sean Burrows. And let's see if Padres can make a comeback in this 7th inning. So here comes the pitch, and it's 4-8. Let's actually switch it out. He's the righty. So 4-8. 4-8 against the lefty. 4-8. It's a strikeout. Strikeout to Burrows. The next one up, Xavier Nadi, and he is the righty. He's a right-hand pitcher. And here comes Paul Shuey. 5-7 against the righty. 5-7. 1-9 double. 1-9 double. It's a 7. So it's a double for Xavier Nadi. And two bases for Xavier Nadi. And that next one to bet is Gary Bennett, a catcher. Gary Bennett. And let's see what Gary Bennett can do against the Paul Shuey. And it is 5-9. 5-9 against the righty. 5-9. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 2. So 2 out. And then that brings up a pitcher, and Orozco. I gotta find a different card for him, because he is just a 1. So he's a weak player at bat. Not like Normal was. Not a Normal. What am I talking about? Not like a Lawrence. And so let me just write him in. Since he pitched, he's got to do it. So it's a 1 week righty. Jesse Orozco. Pitcher. And so number 1 week right. Unfortunately, but that's what it is. He's gonna hit. And then it's a 6-6. 6-6 against the righty. 6-6. It's a strikeout. It is a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 3. Then the inning is over. So it's still 4-3 Dodgers. And we're going to 8th inning. And Orozco is coming back on the mound. And so since he could pitch only for 1 inning, so after the 1 out, everything else is going to be extra. So the singles, if it comes up with, it's not here, but if on a pitcher's card it comes up, I don't have right here, for example, it says strikeout and this circle, that basically means that it's a single and 2. So we got to be careful. So Cesar is Torres, switch hitter. is coming up, and he's gonna be a righty now. And here comes the pitch, and for Dodgers, and it's 6-7. 6-7 against the righty. It's a strikeout. Perfect example. It's a strikeout right now, but he has reached at this moment. He has reached. He's allowed 1 inning pitched. If it would have been after the next one, it would be a single. Right now, it's a strikeout. So it's a first out, and now anything after that is a trouble. So Paul Shuey is coming up, and he's kind of like in the same situation, pretty much. And it's he's a #1 weak righty, and let's see what he can do. Paul Shuey, he's a pitcher. 5-6. 5-6. It's a single, and 2. He's getting on board for another base hit. So 2 out of 2. And Dave Roberts is coming up. And Dave Roberts is the lefty. And let's see what's going to happen here. Top of the line. Lineup. So it's 3-8. 3-8 against the lefty. 3-8. Oh, this is trouble. 1-5 is a double and 2. 6-20 is a single and 2. So it rolled, it's a 9, so it's a single and 2. And that gives, and Roberts is a great runner. So we're going to hold him. And we're also bringing the infield in. There's only 1 out. So Paul Lo Duca, oh, this could be bad. This could be bad for Padres. But let's see. Lo Duca has been playing very good so far, and 2. So for the, if you look at the rule book, 2, it could be if bulk or passed ball. So let me roll the small dice to see what it is. So it's a 5. So passed ball, we got to check for the passed ball. For Bennett is 2. If it's 1-2, it's going to be passed ball, and the runner's going to move up, and there's going to be a score. So let me see. Shuey will score then. 1-2. It's 6, so there's nothing. Play resumes with another roll of dice, and it's 3-6. 3-6 against the lefty, and it's a single and 2. So there we go. Paul Lo Duca, man, drives in another run. So it's a single. So Shuey scores and puts another runner on the board. So it's 5-3 now. And the Roberts go to the 3rd. He's going to be held at 3rd. And Lo Duca is on 1st. And still 1 out. So, big problems for Padres now. As Sean Green comes up. And he's a lefty against lefty. Big problems for Padres, 5-3. in the 8th inning. So it's 2-9, and it's a strikeout. So that is the second out. And so let me see here. So he has pitched, never mind. I've just got to be careful here. Seeing, I'm just checking if Roscoe is going to go over his pitch limits. So he's a relief pitcher for 1 inning. And he is at that point right now that anything what gets past him is a single and 2. Fred McGriff comes up. Pitch comes out. It's 2-5. 1-8, single and 1. And 9-20 is going to be line out. It's 3, and it's a single and 1. So Dodgers score again. Dodgers score again. And it's a 1 base for Fred McGriff, but it's enough to drive in David Roberts. And it's 6-3. 6-3. And Brian Jordan is coming up. 2 outs in 8th inning. And Dodgers are leading 3-6. Padres can't do anything. They were doing great couple innings back, but not now. And again, this can be either passed ball, either we rolled 2, we got to check. Balk or passed ball. Again, going for the passed ball. If we roll 1 and 2, runners will move up. It's 2, so passed ball, that's an error on the catcher. And that makes things even worse for Padres. And now the runners are in 2nd and 3rd, and we roll the dice again with the same batter on Brian Jordan. And it is 2-8. 2-8 against Orozco. 2-8. It's a single and 2. This is going from bad to worse. It's a single. And it's a single and 2. It's a 2 RBIs. So 1 runner scores, the other one scores. So basically what's going on here is LaDuca scores. And McGriff scores. And Brian Jordan is on the 1st. So 2 more runs. And it's 8-3. And that's a disaster for Padres. And Adrian Beltre is again on a first base. Nobody's got to hold him, and the Padres manager has given up pretty much, letting Del Rosco to finish the inning. He just needs 1 out, but game is pretty much decided, I believe so. So it's 3-7. 3-7 against the lefty, and it's a ground ball shortstop A, and we're getting out of the inning. So it's 6-3, 3rd out, and inning is over. But Dodgers score 4 runs in this inning, and it's 8-3, and Orozco will leave, so there's no point of keeping him in. So Now let's see what Padres can do. Okay, so now we're still in the 8th inning. I believe top of the 8th? No, bottom of the 8th, I believe. Ramon Vasquez is coming up against Paul Shuey, and so he has pitched 1.1 innings. Let me see here. Yeah, 1.1. So after 2 outs in this inning, he's going to reach his 2 innings pitched, but he's planning to stay in. So let's see, 3-6. 3-6 against the righty. 3-6, and it's 1-7 is a home run. So 8-20 is a flyout. It's a 4, and it is a home run right out the gates. Ramon Vasquez hits a single home run, and it's a 1-run home run, which is a great start for Padres to make a comeback in 8th inning, and it's 8-4 Dodgers, but Ramon Vasquez gets on the board. And now Keith Lockhart is coming up, and let's see what he can do. And it's 2-6. 2-6 against the righty, and it's a strikeout for the first out in the 8th inning. Mark Kotsay. I can't say these names. Mark Kotsay. Here we are. Here comes the pitch. 4-7. 4-7 against lefty. 4-7 against lefty is a walk. And Mark Kotsay is on board on the first base. And he's going to be held there too by the shortstop and the first baseman. And Ryan Klesko is coming up. And let's see if Padres can make a comeback. And it's 6-10. 6-10 against the lefty. 6-10. Fly center field X. Let's see. Is it going to be a fly out? Center fielder is Roberts. And let's check for any kind of errors and stuff like that. Oh, man. This is a trouble. Little trouble. It's a 2-2. It's a double. No, it's a, yep, it's a single and 2. Single and 2. And then let's check for an error. 11-12. E8. E8, 12. Single and 2. So this guy, Kotsay, moves on to the second, and Klesko is on the first base, which makes things more interesting. And Dodgers now have to bring the infield in, and Rondell White is the next guy up. And let's see how it all plays out. It's a 1 out. 1 out. 6-8. A 6-8 against the righty. 6-8. Oh, 1 is a triple play. Let's see. 6-8. This is some interesting stuff going on now. It's a 15. It's a fly center field B. It's a definitely sac fly. Sac fly to the center for the second out. And here White earns 1 RBI. He will score Kotsay. Kotsay, man, I can't say it. And other runners will hold. So we got a ball game here. It's 5-8. And Sean Burroughs is coming up. And he's a lefty. Sean Burroughs. So now he's at the max. And Paul Shuey is going to be pulled. It's going to be pulled for Eric Gagne. So I'll be right back after I do my stats. And so Dodgers have made a switch. And now it's Eric Gagne. He's a closer for Los Angeles Dodgers. Just look at his card. I mean, he's almost unhittable. So yeah, he will stay until the end of this game, probably. But he's starting out. We got 2 outs right now in 8th inning. And he's going to stay in for this one against the Sean Burroughs, who's a lefty. And yeah, we're in the 8th inning. So Gagne, he's a righty. And so here comes the pitch. And it's 5-5. 5-5 against the lefty. 5-5 against the lefty is a strikeout. And that's not a surprise. So the 3rd out. And while Padres scored 2 runs, it's still 5-8. Now it's 5-8 Dodgers. And let me do a quick calculations here, then I'll be back. And here we go to the 9th inning, and Rod Beck comes on the mound. He's a righty, and he's going to go against Alex Cora in this inning. So lefty against the righty. Rod Beck pitches 3-9. 3-9, ground ball, second base, C. So that's a ground out. 4-3. 4-3 for Alex Cora. It's a first out. And now Cesar Izturis is coming up, and he's a switch hitter, so he's gonna stay the lefty. Going against the Rod Beck. And here's a hit. 110 ground ball, third base, B. Another ground ball, this time to the third base, and it's 2 outs. And now it's a pitcher's turn, and Eric Gagne will have to come up and pitch, and let me write him in. It's a 1WR, Eric Gagne. And so Eric Gagne, he's a weak hitter. Weak righty. But he got no choice. He's going to come in and just do the best he can at 3-11. 3-11 is a fly ball center field. And that's the third out. And so it's 1-2-3 for Rod Beck. And it's still 8 on the board, 8 runs. And so, yeah, we're moving, which could be the last inning. And Eric Gagne is coming back up. And he's go against the righty Xavier Natty. And let's see if Padres can score 3 runs against this deadly pitcher, which seems like unhittable. But let's see how it plays out. 4-3 against the righty. And he walks. There's a walk. Xavier Natty, very patient, and he gets on the board here, and he's gonna get held by second and first baseman. And tell you what, like Padres don't have anything to lose, you know. Stealing is he's not a good runner or stealer, but he's gonna attempt to steal, and if he rolls a 6, he's gonna get a good lead. Wait a second. No. I gotta roll this guy, and then if it's 1 and 3, and I'll explain it later for the catcher's error. It is a 3, but it's an 8. So here Natty cannot advance, and he's not gonna attempt to run because his second result here is 6, so there's no way he could steal the second base. So we're gonna move on to Gary Bennett, who is the righty. And I know that my mumbling can be a little confusing, but here we go. And then we rolled 2 bulk or passed ball. Again, let's determine 1 to 3 is bulk. Anything after that, so it is a bulk 2. Bulk is 0 on a Gagne, so there's nothing. Let's roll the dice again. And it's 6-6. 6-6 against the righty. 6-6 against the righty. It's a strikeout. So that's an out number 1. And let's see, Dave Roberts. Not Dave Roberts. Rod Beck. Rod Beck. It's a pitcher's turn, but since he's not gonna pitch anymore, pinch hitter is gonna come in the game for Padres, and against the Gagne, he's a righty. Let's see who can come in real quick. Against the righty, who has a good chance? Okay, Lou Merloni is gonna try to do something as a pinch hitter. So let's see here. Lou Merloni, let me write him in. He's a righty. Lou Merloni, pinch hitter. And he's a righty, and let's see what can Padres do now. It definitely would be good if it comes off of the pitcher of the batter's bat. And it's 1-9, and the 1-9 is a strikeout. You can't do anything against Gagne, I guess. It's a second strikeout, and that brings up lefty Ramon Vasquez, and we have 2 outs and game on the line, and pretty sure that this is going to be over in no time. So here comes the pitch for Eric against Ramon Vasquez. Here comes the pitch, and it's 5-10. 5-10 against the lefty. 5-10 is a strikeout. And here we go. The game is over. So let's see here. Let me run the stats real quick. The game is over, and Los Angeles Dodgers are the winning team. So the result is 5-8. And the away team, the visitors, come out as the winners. So Los Angeles Dodgers are going up in the stats to advances to 4-2. 4-2 record for Dodgers, and Padres keep struggling. The 1-5 at home. They dropped the game again. So 8-3 Dodgers. So here we go, guys. I know it was kind of a long video. First time I'm trying something like this, so all the Strat fans, you know, if you really liked it, you know, leave a comment if you want to see another game played by me, you know, and like I said earlier, English is not my first language, and so sorry for my mistakes and stuff like that, but that's the way how I play 03 season, the replay, full replay, and I'm a fan of Padres, but unfortunately this game came out that the Dodgers won. So thank you for watching, and see you all maybe next time. You never know. Thank you. Bye-bye.